things you're doing that are keeping you poor? Have you ever wondered why you earn money but still struggle to feel financially secure? Sometimes the problem isn't about how much you earn, it's what happens to your money after it reaches your account. Now, building wealth isn't only about earning more money, it's about recognizing the habits that quietly keep you stuck. Some money habits seem harmless at first. You tell yourself, I'm starting saving next month. Then you put another purchase on your credit card. Then you avoid checking your bank balance because you'd rather not know. Or you promise yourself that you'll start investing when you earn more. The problem is that these small habits can become expensive over time. So, in this video, I'm sharing common money habits that may be holding you back. More importantly, I'll show you how to start breaking them. Let's get into it. Number one, waiting until everything else and everyone else is paid before paying yourself. For many people, payday follows the same pattern. The money arrives, then the bills start leaving. Rent or mortgage, phone bills, subscription, shopping, eating out, weekend plans, and finally, at the end of the month, you look at what's left and think, maybe I'll save next time. Sounds familiar? This is the habit of paying yourself last. Instead, try reversing the process. Before spending on non-essential things, put money aside for your future. Think of your savings as a bill that must be paid. You don't have to start with a huge amount. The important thing is to start with an amount you can manage consistently. Maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 10%, maybe it's even less while you're trying to get started. What's most important is creating the habit. When you save first, you're no longer hoping that money will be left. You're deliberately making your financial future a priority. And that simple shift can change the way you manage every dollar or naira that comes into your life. 2. Treating debt like extra income. One of the easiest money traps to fall into is seeing available credit card as available money. Just because your credit card gives you a spending limit doesn't mean you truly can afford everything within that limit. Debt makes expensive things feel affordable. A $1,000 purchase suddenly becomes several smaller monthly payments that can feel manageable until you have several of those payments happening at the same time. Don't get me wrong, credit cards and other forms of borrowing can be useful when handled responsibly. Before borrowing money, ask yourself a simple question. Could I still afford this if the credit card wasn't available? If the answer is no, it may be worth pausing before making that purchase. The goal isn't necessarily to avoid all debt. The truth is, some forms of debt can serve useful purposes. However, the goal is to avoid using expensive debt to support a lifestyle that your income cannot sustain. Number 3, living without a financial safety net. Life has a habit of surprising you. Sometimes those surprises are wonderful. Other times, your car breaks down on the same week your rent is due. An emergency fund can help deal with those moments. Without one, an unexpected expense can quickly become a financial crisis. Then, you may have no choice but to use credit card. That can create a cycle where one emergency leads to debt, and debt makes the next emergency even harder. Start with a realistic goal. You don't need to save a huge amount immediately. Focus first on building a small financial cushion. Then, continue adding to it over time. Eventually, you can work towards having several months of essential expenses saved. Your emergency fund isn't there to make you rich. It's there to stop an unexpected problem from destroying the progress you've already made. Think of it as your financial shock absorber. You hope you won't need it, but you'll be glad it's there when life hits a pothole. 4. Not knowing where your money actually goes. You cannot improve what you refuse to measure. Yet, many people have no clear idea where the money goes each month. They know how much they earn, but the expenses are a mystery. Money simply disappears. A few subscription here, takeaway there, impulse shopping here, and online purchases there that somehow found their way into the checkout basket. Before long, every payday arrives again. This becomes even more challenging when your income increases. As you earn more, you may gradually spend more. This is often called the lifestyle inflation. Your salary increases and your expenses increase too. You upgrade your car, move into a more expensive home, spend more on convenience, and suddenly, despite earning more than ever, you're still living from paycheck to paycheck. Start by getting clear about your numbers. Know your income, know your essential expenses, know what you're spending on lifestyle choices, and know how much you're saving. You don't have to track every penny forever, but understanding your starting point gives you the power to make better decisions. Number five, letting your lifestyle become your most expensive hobby. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your money. You have worked for it, so enjoy it. The problem starts when spending becomes your main source of entertainment. Every weekend involves shopping. Every celebration requires an expensive purchase. Every stressful day ends with an online order. Every holiday becomes an excuse to overspend. Eventually, your lifestyle becomes incredibly expensive to maintain. Ask yourself whether your spending is genuinely adding value to your life. Are you buying something because you truly enjoy it? Or are you just bored, stressed, trying to impress someone, or simply copying what everyone else seems to be doing? You don't have to remove everything enjoyable from your life. However, you need to become more intentional. Find a balance between enjoying today and preparing for tomorrow. Because financial freedom is difficult to build when your lifestyle consumes every increase in your income. Six, trying to save your way to wealth. Saving is smart, but saving alone may not make you wealthy. You can cut coffee, skip vacations, and hunt discounts. However, there's a limit to how much you can save. Your income can only stretch so far. Real wealth often requires to grow your income. Invest wisely and let your money work for you. So keep saving, but don't make your savings account to do all the heavy lifting. Build multiple parts towards financial growth. See you in the next video.